Performing paracentesis and corneal incisions with a 15-degree microsurgical knife. In standard operations on the lens, corneal punctures paracentesis are usually performed with a special spear-shaped knife or lens with a double-side sharpening. This is very convenient since these punctures have a standard size and it is easy to insert irrigation and aspiration cannulas and intraocular instruments through them. Due to the special features of the tool's sharpening, it does not so much cut through as push apart the corneal tissues. So even with repeated insertions of cannulas or instruments through the paracentesis, the edges of the incision do not diverge and practically do not deform. However, this tool is not universal. Except for performing a calibrated puncture, no other manipulations can be performed with it. In addition, the paracentesis knife blunts quickly enough. An alternative to the lens for paracentesis is a straight microsurgical knife with a 15-degree blade. It has a flat, narrow, long blade and a very sharp one-side sharpening all the way to the tip. Thanks to this, it cuts through the corneal tissue without any effort at all. Then, performing paracentesis, it is not as convenient as the lens, since it is necessary to independently adjust the width of the incision. Then a 15-degree knife is inserted along its entire length, the incision is wider than necessary, and some of the fluid from the front chamber will flow out during the operation. In addition, you can accidentally damage the lens or the iris with the tip of a long blade, so this knife requires a high qualification and a certain experience from the surgeon. However, this tool is absolutely indispensable for complex cataract and intraocular operation, as it is a versatile and very convenient cutting tool. In complex intraocular operation, one hand of the surgeon may be constantly occupied with an auxiliary tool, tweezers for example, holding or turning the eyeball. Accordingly, it may simply be inconvenient for him to take one cutting tool or another with his free hand. In this situation, the 15-degree knife works just fine. It allows you to perform paracentesis of any width, expand already made punctures, or make incisions without changing the tool. A good illustration of working with a 50-degree knife is a bilateral operation to remove light-shaded lenses on the background of severe secondary glaucoma. In this case, with the same instrument, we consistently perform a long paralimbal incision of the cornea. Then we perform paracentesis and insert a viscoelastic into the anterior chamber. Then we open the cornea and then perform the main stage of the operation for intracapsular removal of the lens. We use the same tool for the operation of the second eye.